Hi everyone, and let me welcome you here again. I'm so glad to have you around. Today we're gonna carry on with our Japanese village, and this time we're gonna build a bath. I've called it as an onsen, but onsen actually means that it has natural water around, which I have tried to replicate, but obviously it's rather baths and pools around, so let's say it's gonna be a public bath this time. Yeah, so public baths have a long tradition in Japan. I'm sure if you ever seen a Japanese film or anything from Japan, then you already heard about onsens and baths. Obviously, they used to be the place where they went to actually have a shower or bath, but then they became rather, I think, like rather meeting point. So in a couple of films, you could see that these baths acted as the Yakuza's meeting points as well. So I added a little hidden area into our onsen. But let's not jump forward. So in here, as you can see, that I'm building the building itself. It became pretty big, so focus on because we're gonna have to decorate a lot. But actually, the building I'm gonna have some pools in, and I've decided to add the bar as well, as I was trying to add it as like as a meeting point, let's say. So at the beginning, I've added it as a pool, like marked it as a pool, but then I've decided to change it onto a bar. You'll see it later on, it does changes. So in here I was trying to follow again a Google picture to see how it looks like, and we're trying again to get some sort of sense out of the roofs. I'm getting there. I'm pretty sure getting there. So they have layers around and everything. And then I found like on the photo it seemed that the bath has some balconies around, so I definitely wanted to leave those and allow a bit of walking around. So yeah, here we go again. The roof comes on, and it wasn't really difficult to get the house together, but then I realized how big it is and how much stuff it should go in. So yeah, it's just like decorating around to bring it to life, and then again jumping on to the landscaping. I was trying to find some traditional bits and bobs, so and definitely wanted to go in with bamboo. I have not quite used a lot of bamboo in the other houses which I built, but in onsens, like if you Google up an onsen picture, you're gonna find definitely tons of bamboo around. So at the front, I've added quite a bit of stones and plants and everything to have it together. I did not really want it to leave it like really undecorated. So I've decided to add it, even though on the pictures usually at the front part of the bath or onsen is quite plain, because they are usually in the middle of a village. But I've decided, I don't know, let's have some greeneries around. So I've added all the trees and flowers and everything, have it inviting for everyone. And then obviously I had to add some bins, but I managed to hide them away so they are not in front of everyone. And then here we go, we are getting ready with the inner balcony, and then get the front ready, some stairs, and then I was struggling to figure out which door to add, just to have it like grand, but also I did not want it to go with rice paper all over again, so I was trying to look up something, what to add and how to make it look better. Then obviously we have the entrance part here, which I decided to quickly decorate and then just have it ready, because there were far more stuff to do around the whole house. So thought that entrance, if the entrance is done, then I should be okay to do the rest of the house as well without any trouble. So on here you can see that I'm trying to decorate around, adding bits and bobs, and have with a traditional feel, but also like they can take a seat around or something. Then I was thinking how to split the whole house, and then finally I've decided that on the left hand side, now it's on the right, but on the left hand side we're gonna have the bath itself, and then on the right we're gonna have a pub. So in here, just like adding the final touches, try to figure out the design of windows to have them open again. It's better and then have it open, but it still have to be a little bit closed as they are bathing. And in the traditional baths, like I think I've only seen it now that they started to allow people to have bathing clothes, but usually they, like not usually, even all the onsens, you are not meant to wear any clothes. So it means that they don't allow women and men in the same pool. So all the pools should be like really like closed up, to be honest. But obviously in Sims you can't close it up and allow only like women or men into it. So I was just trying to imitate to have it a bit closed around. Now in here what you can see is actually I just gone to another video and learned how to do a little bridge because I really fancied it. But what happened when I was trying to build it, first of all I have totally forgotten to record how I've done the bridge, and then I've started to record but somehow all the footage get lost. So yeah, so it is actually like I've built 2 columns and pulled them down into the terrain, and those allowed me to build actually a room across the 2 columns. So then that's acts as the bridge, but it is higher level. So I'm sorry to leave that footage out, but it's just gone. And once I was done with the bridge and had this river, also I know it's not in the video, but I've built this river around, and then I really wanted to have it as a natural water. So I've added loads of rocks around, like literally it took me ages to go around and rock up the whole side of the river, and then gone below and added all these I thought rocks, but then they turned out to be bubbly things. I'm not quite sure how they called. But once I'm in live mode, you're gonna see that actually the water changes into be a steam instead of water. But I've decided that I quite like the look, so I just left it as it is. In here, as you can see, that I've gone after all the rockery being done on the side of the river, then I've added plenty of plants to have all this coverage from the street, gone around with ferns, bamboos, everything all the way around, and covered up literally all the space. All I was trying to leave like a little area just to be able to walk in front of the house or such, but nothing really more. And then I was trying to work out my way how to get my Sims upstairs, but it's another joy part. It took me quite a while to figure out whether I should put the stairs outside, inside. But before going with that one, I've started to decorate the bath part. So I've split it in half. I'm gonna have the pools in the bigger area and some dressing area in this smaller room. And obviously, like, I had to add toilets. But later on, when I was trying to set it as a bar, the game did not accept it, the traditional loo as a loo, so I had to change it onto a normal one to have the bar confirm that it has everything in it. So we are on the dressing part. I was trying to figure out how to make it look okay, and finally I found the small Japanese cabinet and added them, and some sofas to sit down and be able to dress up. And obviously I've added some coverage as well, as you can see. It was quite a bit to figure out how to make it look okay, but I was quite happy in the end how it turned out. So a bit of decoration obviously, and then we're gonna get on to the pool side, which I was excited about, and I'm glad how they turned out, to be honest. So in here you can see that I've added like millions of towels, so everyone can grab one before they go into the bath part, as they supposed to go into the bath nude. And then obviously you need some towels to cover up until you walk to the pools. So here we have the two pools, and then I was trying to add some seating area as well, just to have my Sims around and have fun. And I've decided to add two different colored pools. So as you can see, one of them has some blossoms around, that's the romantic pool, and one of them has this muddy water that should be like a really warm water with lots of goodies in it. So I've tried to cover up the whole area, and I think it does feel like, obviously it's not a full coverage to have some bamboos in between, but I feel really nice around, like it is something where I would go and have my bath for sure. Really enjoyed this part. And then decorating around, adding some like bits and bobs to have it like nice and have some areas just to sit and chat and everything. And obviously some more towels, just to make sure that no one is missing out on towels when they need them. So on here I just carry on with the decorating. So in the meantime I wanted to ask you guys, how do you feel? As everyone is being locked down at home, so I really felt with this bath, like I really just wanted to go out and have some fun. But leave me comments below, let me know what you're doing to keep yourself entertained. I'm really wondering how it's going with everyone, because I found like I've started this YouTube channel, but you might have even a better idea how to spend the time. So please let me know, just leave a comment and I'm gonna come back to you for sure. So in the meantime we get into the other side of the building, and I've started to set up the bar part. So obviously like some bar stools and seating area, and that's where I'm adding the bigger toilet part. So in here I've decided to add two, just to make sure I have enough and there won't be any queuing as usual. And I've added again the traditional loos, and then I'm gonna see that, like, I've just came across to this problem that they are absolutely usable. I've tested them in the live game, but they don't count as a loo for the game, so I had to make some swaps around to make sure that they do have them and it will be acceptable as a bar and nothing missing. So yeah, after finishing up almost the loos, then I went into decorating again, just to have the feel around. And then I've decided to add some showers, because whenever I'm in a gameplay, I don't know how you're doing with it, but whenever I'm in a gameplay and trying to get my Sims out, they definitely will have hygiene low, they will need a loo, they will need to eat, they will need to do everything, and then you are just ending up not leaving the house for like 2 days because you just can't get their needs up. So I was like, let's add shower just to make sure they are all happy, and after they had a bath they can have a shower. So yeah, I thought it's just, it makes it easier. And then as you can see, I swapped the loose onto the normal ones, played around a little bit, and then I've added the little mysterious room. Now it was a pain again to figure out the staircase for that one, but I've just decided to, like, yeah, go underneath. I have this room, and then just let's carry on without struggling over the way around. But then the other idea came that I have to add stairs to go upstairs as well, and then that was the point when it started to be a pain in the backside. So on here, let's get back to the video, sorry. So on here, it's gonna be the meeting room or the club room of Yakuza. Yakuza is the mafia of Japan. I'm pretty sure you know about them, but they were around for such a long time, and they always had some like places to meet up, plan, etc. And these were these baths, to be honest. So I thought like that's the best to add the club part, like the club meeting point for them. And I was like, yeah, let's. It's okay. I added everything, so let's add the bedroom just in case if they want to lay down here, or if they want to have woo-woos around here or anything. So it made sense for me to build a proper bedroom for them. Obviously, I'm gonna lock this door once I'm in live and allow only the clubs, like the club members in. But I've added all these little bits and bobs. There is a samurai and some blades around, the katanas and everything. So I've tried to make it feel as exciting or traditional for them. And I have big hopes for that samurai which is standing on the left, because it meant to be a punch bag, so you should be able to train on it. But I have not tried it yet in a live, so it's going to be a surprise for all of us once we get there. So here I'm finishing up. They have a card table and everything, so they can have fun. And then I've started to add the staircase in and out and in and out. I've played with it a lot. I actually just like cut out the majority of my struggle with the stairs, because I don't think it would excite you. But it took me a while. That staircase was outside, inside, up and down, turned around. But I've ended up just to include it into the building, and it made more sense for me. So again, we are back on the bath part. I've added a sauna as well in here. I've stopped to decorate it overly because it was anyways far too long to build this onsen. And I felt like they do have lots of decoration downstairs, so let's keep it minimal. Let's have it a nice place of relaxing. On this side, I've just added over these massage parts, so they can literally relax after had a good bath around. So as you can see, I'm gonna keep it like quite minimal. We're trying to add some privacy with some curtains, but more or less that's it, and some privacy with all these screens around. So now as we are almost on the finish line, I thought I'd just ask you guys around, like, what do you think? Do you have any idea what shall I build, or would you like to build something for me? Please, if you do, leave a comment below with your gallery ID, or create a hashtag with Nicolette's house, Nicolette anything, and then I am more than happy to look it up in the gallery, and I'm gonna download it. So if you do fancy to build or do casts, because I'm in need with geishas and townies around, so please feel free and drop me a message, a comment below, and then I'm absolutely happy to include your creations into my gameplay. So we are here on the walkthrough now, and I'm really glad to have you around here. I'm hoping you enjoyed this build as well, and you are more than welcome to check my previous two. and obviously a lot more to come. So if you enjoyed this part, then please hit a like button, and you can subscribe as well, so you're gonna get some information on new and outcoming videos. And I'm gonna let you to enjoy the walkthrough, and I'm hoping to have you around again. So you have a lovely day. Bye.